Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. My name is Anouar Errami, and I take care of training at Delta Plus. And today I welcome you to our series of webinars dedicated to safety at work. We are organizing these webinars in order to provide you with more support on current issues in our group, such as the development of our ranges, new product focus, new norms in PPE, revision of those norms. Several topics have been requested by some of you, and we decided with our team of product managers to organize and broadcast a series of 10 webinars of approximately 30 minutes each over the next 6 months. You will be able to participate in these sessions by making your inscription when you receive our invitations. This webinar is pre-recorded, but while it is on, you have the opportunity to send us your questions in the chat. Please feel free to do so. Our expert will answer you all your questions at the end of this session by email. Today is our fourth webinar. It concerns eye protection with a focus on safety glasses and their choice according to the work environment. Today we welcome Anouar Errami, our market manager of the head protection products family. Anouar will lead this session and tell us about this fascinating world of eye protection. I let him speak. Welcome, Anouar.
Thank you, Svetlana. Welcome to everyone, and thank you for your time and to be here with us. So, as Svetlana just said, we will focus on the safety eyewear and especially how to choose your protective glasses due to your environment and your activity. So, just to start, we have to know all the risks you have to face, and you have to know also all the standards you have to know and to keep in mind about the safety glasses. At the second time, we will see that protection at each risk. So we will talk about all the type of protection for each risk we can face off. And finally, we will see that the eyewear is suitable for any environment. Just to start, as I just said, we have to identify the risks. So what is the most common eye injuries? What is the different type of injuries you can have with the eye, especially the eye? We have different types. The first one is the projectiles. So it's, for example, it can be the glass fragment, metal, steel, or wood, small projectiles. Another type is the tools, for example, and we have the particles, so the small dust or other type of particles. We have also chemicals products like splashes and smoke, for example. We have radiation, I mean light radiations. It's visible light, for example, UV radiation, IR, and or lasers. And the last one for me is the biological injury. So it can be contact with blood or other biological fluid. This is the different types of injuries you can have in our environment. Another point is what is the most common obstacles to wear a protective glass. The first one is a comfort. So if you are cannot feel very comfortable with your safety glasses, you don't want to wear it. So if you don't want to wear it, you have a risk. And another obstacles is the fog effect or the scratches and marks on the glass. So this is the way how I can say that. This is if you have a hazy vision or obstructed vision with the glasses, you have to take them off to have a good vision. So if you are not wearing the protective glasses, you incur a risk. So this is the most common obstacles. some figures just to know for your information. So the first one is you have to know that 10 to 20% of eye accident can occur partial or total loss of sight. It means so you can, if I can say that, you can lose your an eye or you can lose totally your sight. And another figure you have to keep in mind is that 90% of eye accidents can be avoided just wearing any kind of protective glasses. So there's two figures you have to keep them in mind just to realize that it's very important to wear a protective glass. Now, what about the standards you have to identify and to know? Well, we have EN 166, and this is the mother of the other one. So this is the basic one. It applies to all types of individual protection of eye, which protects from hazard likely to damage the eye. This is the most important standard you have to know. We have two others I just want to share with you. This is we have the EN 170. It's just for the ultraviolet filters, and you have the another one is the EN 172. This especially for the filters for protection against solar radiation and industrial use. But you have to keep in mind that for all type of eye protection, this is the EN 166. This is the most important you have to keep in mind. Once you have this standard, you have to know and you have to be able to read the marking. The marking, you have the marking on the lens and on the frame. Both give you the performance of the safety eyewear. So, for example, on the frame, you can have, for example, the mechanical strength. So you have a different level of performance. So F, for example, it's for the low energy impact, B for the medium energy impact, and FT, T is for temperature, for extreme temperatures. So it means that the frame has been tested at extreme temperatures. So -5 or +55 degrees. And you have the similar marking on the lens, but with a scale number of filtering. So for example, if you have 2C1.2, it's for the UV protection with a clear lens. If you have 2.5, it's for the solar protection. So the lens is a little bit darker. And one more point is the K and N mark on the lens. These two are the very specific on the lenses because the K is the resistance to the surface damaged by the fine particles. It means that the lens has a better protection against scratches. And for the N, it's for the resistance for the fogging. So if you have a lens with the K and N, it means that the lens have better resistance and protection against scratches and fogging. As you know, you can have on both sides, on the one side, I mean outside the lens or inside the lens. It depends on which model you can choose. So once you can read the marking, you have to have more information to know about the colors. So each color have one specific use. It's for one specific environment. For example, the yellow one. So the yellow one increases contrast and gives you a real sense of depth, better perception of colors and distances. For example, it's very perfect for the night driving because it increases the contrast and gives you a better distance, better view of distance. For example, smoke one. The smoke vision, color, is especially for the outdoor use activity. So it is very good for the protection against natural glares with a good perception of colors. Mirror and light mirror, you can talk about both at same time. Mirror because they reflect the light coming from the surfaces. It reduces eye strain and discomfort caused by glares. So there's two types of color also for the outdoor use. Blue blocker. Blue blocker is a little bit different, is a little bit specific because it will filters 65% of blue light. So you have different scales of blue light percentage filter, but for our model in Delta Plus range, we are able to filter 65% of the blue light. So blue light, as you should know, comes from screens, especially screens for like smartphones, tablets, computers, and for example TV also. And this kind of color of lens reduce the eye strength and reduce the discomfort. You have also the polarized color lens. It helps to eliminate reverberations, improves color perception, and provides optimal vision comfort. It also reduces eye strain. You have the gradient lens. It's a bit special also, this one, because it has a darker gradient at the top of the lens and becomes clearer downwards to allow adequate transmission of light in certain areas. This kind of color is really useful if you have to work inside and outside. So you have to go and come and back and come and back. So you don't have to change your safety halfway because this one have a different type of color on one lens. And the last one and the basic one is the clear version. It's very basic. It's the protection against mechanical risks without any special glare, and it's especially for the indoor use. So once we have the color, we have choose our type of lens. You can have sometimes a special treatment. So Delta Plus just developed a special treatment called Livies. This special treatment reduces considerably the fog effect and the drops of water bead quickly and do not leave any trace. So this treatment reduces the fog effect, helps to drop to evacuate the water on the lens. This is the first part, and the second part, it's also reduce marks, traces, and other greasy residue on lenses. So it's very easy and facilitates the cleaning and increase duration of use. All Delta Plus have in mind is to reduce the risks and increase the duration of use. This is a very important point on Delta Plus. One more important part of the safety eyewear is the filtering of the UV, especially UVA, UVB, and UVC. So we talked at the beginning about the EN 170 standard, and this standard involves UV protection up to 380 nanometers. This protection protects against 100% of UVB and UVC, but UVB and UVC rays, sorry, but only 80% of UVA rays, which are very, very harmful. So Delta Plus increased this protection at 400. Why? Because 400 filter 100% of UVA, UVB, and UVC. So Delta Plus DNA is to increase, as I said, the protection and reduce the risks. Now we have on the safety eyewear different innovation, different technology for enhance the performance. So everything Delta Plus think and develop is to increase the performance and the comfort also. So, for example, you can find in our range the removable tempers. It means you can switch between normal tempers and strap. So you can have two types of wearing on one model. You can also have the tilting tempers, so you can adjust the tempers to your face. You have also the D pad for the D pad technology for the nose pad. That technology brings more comfort and more stability to wear the glass. You have also the adjustable tempers. So as the same as the tilting tempers, it's just to fit perfectly your face. For the D-Fit is a new technology with double injection that brings flexibility and robustness on the tempers. And the last one is the blue detectable. It's a very special and specific innovation because it's dedicated to the food industry. And 2 points we have to keep in mind and to know about this is the first one is the color. The product is the blue because on this food industry, blue color is not authorized. So it will be more visible by the eye. And we have on the safety eyewear, on this specific model, we have some metal parts inside the safety glass. So it's detectable by X-ray or by magnetics. Here you can have an overview table of our range, of our different type of lens color. And we have here 3 categories. The first one is with the blue color, is for the intensive and extreme use products. The second one is the comfort and lightness, and the last one is the regular and multi-use segment. So here we can see our full range, our lens color, if you can use the product inside, outside, or both. We can find here in the LIVEs treatment, specific treatment we talked about previously. And we have here the several accessories we can include with our product, or you can order a parts. So this is another view, and here we have a more close vision of the intensive and extreme use range. As we talked about the K and N before, here you can find the 2 models we have in our intensive and extreme use models. We have 2 models with this reinforced anti-scratch and anti-fog lens quality. And this kind of overview allowed you to see the product and to see some specificity you can find on each model. And we have the same reflection and the same presentation of the comfort and lightness part, as you can see here, with some new models like Helium 2, with the D-Fit technology. And we have another new model in our range, the Iraya. And here, just to finish on the overview, we have the regular and multi-use product range. You can see here is the more basic and classic models for the basic and normal use. Just now to check all the details, the information I gave you, I share with you just today. We have to see a small application. Here, for example, we have a mason. And what is the different tasks of the mason? We have to identify the environment, the different tasks, and the different type of risk he can face off. So you have to lay bricks. He has to assemble bricks with boards, for example. So the environment, sorry, is outdoor and is abrasive, I can say very intensive environment. The tasks, as we say, you have to carry equipment, materials, you have to cut, as I said, he has to assemble bricks with the board, for example. And what about the risks? Risk of impact and dust, essentially. So we can say that he needs a product with intensive and extreme use. So we have to focus on our first part in the blue color. And as I said, it's outside and very intensive use. So in winter, for example, he can use the clear lens. So you can see all our model on this segment can be chosen. But in summer, we have light, warm, and we have a risk of sweat and glare. So the lens must be different. And with the normal light and with the natural glare, we have to use the smoked version. So we can focus on two products, the Pacaya and the Azo 2 product. So for me, this is the way how to identify, to understand, and to bring a solution to someone. Thank you. I hope this small webinar gave you information and will help you for the future.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you.
Thank you for all your explanations. We hope it will help clarify the topic for all of you. Thank you all again for your attention. Thank you for being here with us. We will answer all your questions after the webinar and look forward to seeing you at our future sessions. We keep you informed about the topic, the next topic in the next new episode. See you very soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.